Good evening, folks. Nick Forrest here. Sorry, here a little out of place. How y'all doing tonight? We getting to piddle around this shop tonight, play with a few saws of our own, play for some that we're gonna end up letting go. Just try and get everything ready to go for the next couple of days. Get to run a few saws. Been working on the 850 tonight. Been working on the Super 80 block. Cleaned up the cases for the Husqvarna 1100. They're drying, and for the Steel 044 OEM build, they're getting ready to go. Probably one of the last things to do tonight is letting this saw go. My Mcculloch Pro Mac 55. I believe Mr. Sean at Timberslasher. Sean, he showed some interest in this saw. He already bought a 1010 from me. So I want to get this one back going again. It did run, but it sat up for probably 6-8 months. It did have some gas in the tank. Luckily, it didn't turn sour or nothing. It's fine off in there. I already poured it out. It ain't terrible. It ain't too bad. Tank's actually pretty darn clean, but I believe the carb's gummed up in it. So we're gonna pull the carb off it tonight and rebuild the carb. So let's do it. And I gotta put a filter on this saw. Ain't done that for this Sean yet. So, and while I'm in it, I'm gonna clean the carb box while I got the carb out. So let's get off into it. Let's see, I need that filler right there, and my small ratchet, wherever it may be hiding. It's somewhere up here on the bench. I got about every tool known up here. Some of them I had to use the other day with the truck. Stuff's just kind of scattered about, but it's up here. And it's right in front of my face. Got it right here. So what I typically do is I'll pull the choke off first. Slide your little holder off. There you go. Come on. Aren't you wanting to? Like I want you to. Yeah, we'll just pull that. We'll pull that side off when we pull the carb off. Then I will take my long needle nose, which is over here, and pull our fuel line off. Oops, don't want to crack it. Come on. Been on there for a while, so it may not want to. We'll go ahead and inspect it. See, a little nasty, but nothing terrible. I have feeling this carb's gonna be stopped up. Then pull this guy off. These should be 5/16. This is a single jet carb, walbro STC. Pretty standard duty. There we go. Pull this guy off. Pull this up. Pull our choke out. And we will. Oh, we got a reconnector. Throttle shaft, that's fine. Take another look at our piston. Let's clean on the piston, clean on the exhaust. This one's actually got pretty darn good compression on it. So I'm gonna pause y'all real quick. I'm gonna clean out this carb box, and then we'll set this down and we'll start rebuilding this carb. Hey folks, we're back. Alright, done clean that up. Now we're about to pull the carb apart. Grab my little screwdriver here. Go ahead and pull this side off. So you're gonna blast her on out of there. A little brake clean. Make sure all our patches are nice and clean. 1, 2. Number 3. And numero 4. Oh yeah, she had a little gummy off in there. She ain't started solidifying yet, but it was a little getting gummy in there. Must have left gas in it a little too long. But I said I don't get to run these all day every day, so it is what it is. Go ahead and pull our one jet out, a low jet. So we'll spray it out. Cool. So we had one gasket on the bottom, and these fellas on top. Sound nice. So try to keep it all organized. Go to our pump side. One. Hope y'all can see this. There's number 2. Number 3. And number 4. And this thing can sometimes be a pain to get off. That one came off pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I'm probably going to save this diaphragm. But I'll put another kit in here for him. But that's actually not bad. I'll probably use this on another one in case I ever run out. There we go. Our needle looks to be set about right. Go ahead and pull this little guy off here. Might have to get my smaller screwdriver. Gonna blow out that needle. There we go. Then you slide your little pin out. That's what I typically do. Grab a needle nose, hold this down so it don't go shooting off. Grab with my needle nose, slide her on out. Nice so. There we go. There we go. And needle wasn't stuck, but she was a little sticky. So now we'll spray her on off. Let's see. I'm about done. This one may have enough juice left off in her. Pretty clean down in there. Mighty clean actually. Nothing's in our screen. Our patches are open. Think we're good to go. Gotta clean up that just a touch. A little bit of gasket. Stay with it. That ain't bad. Clean that up with a little razor knife, or in my case just a razor. There we go. Make sure we clean down through here. Have us a pepper tie. And Sean, I can send you this rest of this kit if you want it with the saw. I said I typically, the needle and seat look in decent shape. What seats appear to be, it wasn't stuck. That's typically when I replace them. It's when they start sticking. But this actually appears to be pretty darn good. believe she is good to go. Let's look in here. There's a little junk right in there. Clean that out. There ain't a whole lot of it. Just a little bit of junk. Clean out all the nastiness in it. There we go. Appears to be good to go. Alright, let's see what we got in this here kit. Should be about the same. Two. Have to open her up just a little more. There we go. Now we got down in it. Got this new diaphragm. Or, sorry, pump. Need these two guys. That little guy. Don't use the thick one, because that's not what came with it. That little guy. And we ain't going through the Welch plugs and all. Like I said, Sean, I can send you the rest of this kit if you want me to. Like I said, I typically don't. I stay with the stock stuff unless it truly needs it. So I'll stick it down in there. Alright. So, start with this side. First we'll go gasket, like so. Then we go this little guy right here. Got it like that. And this little guy goes on top. Lasso. Got it all lined up. So, yeah, I'll bring it over so y'all see the order. So, gasket. Then, first little diaphragm. Oop, dropped it, but I'll grab it. Then your second little diaphragm. Get these lined back up. There we go. There we go. Oop, I spun that one around. There we go. There we go. Put this guy back on around. There we go. Got it all lined up. Set the top back on there. Should have some alignment pins in it. And grab the bolts. Put them back down. So it really ain't nothing to it. Just to do it. Ain't nothing to it, just to do it. I always tighten them in a crisscross pattern. There we go. Go. There we go. There we go. Alright. I'll roll a needle around on a paper towel. Just get any junk off of it. Go ahead, set it off down in there. Grab a spring, set it off in there. There we go. Grab our lever. This is where it gets a little fun. Getting it all lined back up in there without messing it up. And losing spring, that's a big one. go. Just keep a little pressure on it. That way you can take a screwdriver and tighten her back down. Appears to be in good shape. She's sticking down there. So I believe it is good to go. Now we'll assemble this side. Should have gasket. And then your pump. I'll make sure it's hooked. These have a what's it called? There's little vent holes plugged right there. Open it up. Got a little junk off in it. There we go. Set that guy back down in there. Then put your bolts back in. That's it. I'm gonna say the rest of this kit's actually in pretty decent shape. I think I put a kit in it probably 2 years ago. And just I had one that a Pro 55 that kept in the back of the truck all the time. This one was in such better shape than that one that I never wanted to really throw it back there. And if it ain't in the back of the truck most of the time, it ain't getting used a whole lot. So that's why you'll see I'll post a video up running some of these saws every so often, just run some gas through them. That way they don't get set up. If I poured out all the gas that they're in all these saws. Lord knows how many gallons it'd be. Tighten it on up. Tighten this fella on up. That fella on up. And that fella on up. And we gotta put our needle in. Needle appears clean. We'll set her back on down in there. Get her started. Take her on down. I said this is a fixed high jet. That's probably why most of these Pro 55s have survived like they did, because they had a fixed high jet. But even I put a double adjustable carb on it, adjustable high jet. It makes a little difference in the speed, but it's not enough really to warrant. So that's why typically with my Pro 55s I leave them alone. So we got it seated there. We'll go half, 1, 1/4. To start off with, you're probably going to have to adjust it next to Sean if you end up with it. And that's about it for doing this part of it. Set these back in my box for later. Grab this fella. So we cleaned up the carb box best we could. This gasket appears fine. I don't think you'll have a problem with it. So let's go ahead and hook up our throttle rod since it popped off down here. Come on now. Play nice with me. Sometimes they don't want to. Grab my pliers. There we go. Get it pushed back off in there. They're notorious when you're trying to take carb off of them coming off. Come on. This one always had a little bit of a sticky, this one saw, honestly, very little use, even before I got it. So, fairly tight saw. Go ahead and connect the choke. Go ahead, try to put a fuel line on there. If she'll be so kind. There we go. Should be it. Set it off down in here. Grab a carb bolts, out carb hat. Set them on down. And you just gotta line her up with the holes. Right about there. And then you gotta find what you do with your ratchet. Right underneath me. Carb kit. There we go. Carb is rebuilt. This is Sean. Or Timberslasher, whichever you prefer to go by. There we go. There you go. Hook your choke rod up like and my flashlight. Need a third hand. Just gotta get them lined up just right. They'll fall right in there. There you go. There we go. Put a little holder on there. It's a little holder. See that little black? I'll show you. I'll pull it up here. It's a little black holder, helps hold the choke rod on. All it does is slide over like that. So just push it up like so. That helps hold it on. Choke and everything works. Let me see. I got one right here that'll work for it. But you can pick these up pretty cheap. These filters. Let's see, that's the bottom side. And that is it. I'll try to run this all this week. I'll holler at you, Sean, see if you're still interested in it. And if you are, then that's how I'll run it this week. Make sure everything's tip-top with it. And I'll get it sent it your way, buddy. So, hope y'all enjoyed this quick little video. Don't mind, hit that like button. It does help us out. And I'd like to see that y'all interested in what I'm putting out there. And if you ain't, please put down in the comments what you would like to see. And then, like I said, if there is anything you want to see, please put it down in the comments. Don't mind, like, share, subscribe. And hope y'all have a great rest of the evening. Great week ahead. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks, y'all. Bye.